The ocean has always been a world of wonder for me, filled with creatures beyond imagination. At the top of this world is the great white shark, nature's perfect predator. My dream was to meet this misunderstood animal in South Africa's legendary waters. It wasn't about fear, but about understanding and respect. South Africa, with its unique oceans, was the ultimate destination for this quest. I wanted to see the intelligence in its eyes and witness its role in the ocean firsthand. This was more than a trip, it was a chance to replace myth with reality. The call of the great white was too strong to ignore. I was finally ready to answer. Arriving in Cape Town felt like stepping into another world, a place where the landscape itself seems to hum with energy and possibility. The city is cradled between the iconic Table Mountain and the restless sea, its streets alive with a vibrant mix of cultures, colors, and sounds. As I stepped out of the airport, the crisp ocean air and the distant call of gulls instantly awakened my sense of adventure. Here, at the southernmost tip of the continent, the Atlantic and Indian Oceans collide in a dramatic dance of currents and waves. The meeting of these mighty waters creates a sense of awe, a reminder of nature's raw power and beauty. It's a place where every horizon promises a new story, and adventure truly is everywhere you look. The drive to Gansbaai was a journey through untamed beauty, rugged cliffs, windswept beaches, and endless stretches of wild coastline. Along the way, I passed small fishing villages and saw locals casting their nets, living in harmony with the sea. The community here is deeply connected to the ocean, their lives shaped by its rhythms and mysteries. In Gansbaai, I met a passionate dive team, marine biologists, skippers and conservationists, all united by a shared mission to study and protect the sharks that call these waters home. Their dedication was immediately apparent from the careful preparation of equipment to the animated discussions about recent shark sightings and research breakthroughs. Their knowledge and deep respect for these magnificent animals set the tone for my journey. They spoke not just of the thrill of encountering sharks, but of the responsibility we all share to ensure their survival. Every protocol, every briefing was infused with a sense of purpose and reverence for the ocean's most misunderstood creatures. The dive center buzzed with activity, not just tourists seeking adventure, but researchers cataloging data, conservationists planning outreach, and locals sharing knowledge. Posters of great whites and bronze whalers lined the walls, while tables overflowed with research equipment and conservation materials. It was clear that this was a hub of learning and action where science and passion came together for a greater cause. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, I gathered with the crew around a crackling campfire. We shared stories of shark encounters, some thrilling, some humbling, all unforgettable. I listened as they spoke of the challenges these animals face: dwindling populations, changing oceans, and the urgent need for protection. The crew's passion for conservation was contagious. Their eyes lit up as they discussed new research projects, community education, and the small victories that kept them going. It was inspiring to see such dedication, to witness firsthand the impact a committed group can have on the future of our oceans. I realized I wasn't just a visitor here. I was being welcomed into a community of ocean guardians. Together we shared a sense of purpose, united by our love for the sea and our hope for its future. Donning my wetsuit alongside the team, I felt a surge of anticipation for the adventures ahead. As the sun set over the tranquil harbour, painting the sky in shades of gold and crimson, I felt a deep sense of gratitude and excitement. Tomorrow promised new discoveries, and I couldn't wait to see what awaited beneath the waves. That night, I fell asleep to the soothing sound of waves crashing on the shore, my mind swirling with dreams of the silver giants I'd soon meet, and the stories yet to unfold in this extraordinary corner of the world. Before dawn, the world was quiet, wrapped in a gentle stillness that only the earliest hours can bring. The air was crisp, tinged with salt and possibility, and the village seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the day to begin. In those moments, the ocean was a dark, endless expanse, both inviting and intimidating, and I felt the weight of what was to come settle on my shoulders. As I prepared for the dive, every movement felt deliberate and meaningful. Each buckle fastened, every hose checked was a small ritual, an act of respect for the sea and for the creatures I hoped to encounter. The familiar click of gear and the soft hum of anticipation filled the air, blending with the distant calls of seabirds. Excitement mixed with nerves, Today I'd enter the realm of the great white. My heart raced as I glanced at the cage, knowing that soon only thin bars would separate me from one of nature's most powerful predators. The unknown loomed large, but so did the thrill of discovery. My motivation was clear: to understand and protect, not just observe. I wasn't here for the adrenaline alone. I wanted to witness these magnificent animals up close, to learn from them, and to share their story with the world. Conservation was at the heart of this journey. Pulling on my wetsuit, every step brought me closer to the unknown. The neoprene hugged my skin, a second layer of armor against the cold and the fear. Each zip and tug was a reminder that I was about to cross a threshold, leaving the safety of land behind. On the boat to Shark Alley, the mood was electric. Laughter and nervous chatter mingled with the roar of the engine, and every face reflected a mix of apprehension and excitement. The coastline faded behind us, replaced by the endless blue of the open sea. The rising sun painted the sea in brilliant colors, reminding me of nature's vastness. Gold and pink danced across the waves, illuminating the water and casting everything in a magical glow. It was a breathtaking sight, a reminder of how small we are in the face of such beauty. I felt small, humbled by the wild frontier ahead. The horizons stretched endlessly, and I realized that out here we are guests, temporary visitors in a world that operates by its own rules. The ocean's power and mystery were undeniable. The crew's calm professionalism steadied my nerves. Their experience was evident in every gesture, every reassuring word. They moved with practiced ease, their confidence contagious, and I drew strength from their composure. This was more than an adventure. It was a chance to change perceptions. I hoped that by sharing this experience I could help others see sharks not as monsters, but as vital, misunderstood guardians of the sea. The fear was real, but wonder and curiosity were stronger. Each breath I took was a reminder of my purpose, and I felt a surge of gratitude for the opportunity to witness something extraordinary. I was ready to meet the ocean's most iconic predator, to look into the eyes of the great white, and perhaps to find a connection that would last a lifetime. South Africa's waters are home to some of the world's most impressive sharks. The great white is the star, massive, powerful, yet graceful. Ragged-toothed sharks with their fearsome teeth are surprisingly gentle. Bronze whalers, sleek and fast, move in shimmering groups. Each species plays a vital role in the marine ecosystem. Great whites control seal populations, raggies maintain reef health, and bronzies connect the food web. Learning about these sharks deepened my appreciation for what I was about to witness. This wasn't just about seeing sharks, it was about understanding their place in the ocean. Every encounter would be with a unique, essential creature. Before diving, the crew gathered us for a crucial safety briefing. Our safety and the sharks was the top priority. The cage, a floating steel fortress, would let us observe in security. We learned to keep limbs inside and move calmly, respecting the shark's space. Chumming attracted sharks without feeding them, ensuring natural behavior. The team's focus on animal welfare was clear. This was about connection, not exploitation. We were taught to read shark body language and act as respectful guests. Suiting up, the reality of the dive set in. The cage now floated beside the boat, our link to the world above. With a deep breath, I prepared to enter the realm of the great white. Slipping into the cage, the cold Atlantic jolted me awake. The chill was immediate, a sharp reminder that I was entering a world not my own. My heart pounded with anticipation and a hint of fear as I gripped the metal bars, feeling the weight of the ocean above me. The surface world faded away, replaced by the muffled sounds and shifting currents of the deep. Underwater, I was surrounded by blue silence and shimmering light. Sunbeams pierced the water, creating a dance of silver shadows that flickered across the cage. Every movement felt amplified, every breath a cloud of bubbles rising toward the distant surface. The world here was both alien and beautiful, a place where time seemed to slow. The first sign of a shark was a shift in the water, a shadow materializing from the deep. It was subtle at first, just a ripple in the blue, but soon the unmistakable outline of a predator took shape. My senses sharpened, every nerve on edge as I watched the shadow grow larger, more defined. The great white appeared, immense and graceful, circling the cage with calm curiosity. Its movements were effortless, each turn a display of power and control honed by millions of years of evolution. The shark's eyes met mine for a moment, dark and intelligent, studying this strange visitor in its realm. Fear vanished, replaced by awe at its power and intelligence. I felt a deep respect for this creature, so often misunderstood and feared. In its presence, I realized how little we truly know about the lives that unfold beneath the waves. The shark was not a monster, but a marvel of nature. I saw scars, teeth and muscle, evolution's masterpiece. Each mark on its body told a story of survival, of battles fought and won in the endless blue. Its powerful tail propelled it with ease, and its jaws, lined with rows of razor-sharp teeth, hinted at the raw strength hidden beneath its calm exterior. More sharks arrived, including a swift bronze whaler. The energy in the water shifted as the newcomers darted around the cage, their sleek bodies weaving through the currents. Each species brought its own rhythm and personality, adding to the tapestry of life unfolding before my eyes. The contrast between the majestic great white and the energetic bronzy was mesmerizing. The great white moved with deliberate grace, while the bronzy zipped through the water, quick and agile. Watching them together, I was struck by the diversity and complexity of the ocean's top predators. My hands tightened on the cage, not out of fear, but in sheer wonder at the spectacle unfolding around me. Every second brought a new detail, a flash of a fin, the glint of sunlight on scales, the silent communication between these ancient hunters. The underwater world was peaceful, far from the terror of movies. Here, sharks glided with purpose, not aggression. The ocean was their home, and I was merely a guest, privileged to witness their daily lives in this cathedral of blue. Only bubbles and the gentle scrape of shark skin broke the silence. The sound was soft, almost soothing, a reminder of how close I was to these magnificent animals. The cage felt less like protection and more like a front-row seat to one of nature's greatest shows. This was the real shark, majestic, powerful, captivating, not a villain but a vital part of the ocean's balance. Its presence commanded respect, and I felt humbled to share this moment in its world. I was witnessing nature's perfection up close, forever changed by the encounter. The memory of blue and silver shadows would stay with me, a reminder of the beauty and mystery that lies just beneath the surface. Being in the water shattered Hollywood's myths. The sharks weren't monsters, just curious, intelligent animals. They investigated the cage, sensing us with their unique abilities. Humans aren't on their menu. Most bites are mistakes, not attacks. The real threat is to sharks, not from them. Over 100 million are killed each year. This slaughter pushes many species towards extinction, threatening the entire ocean. As apex predators, sharks keep marine ecosystems balanced and healthy. Without them, the ocean's food web could collapse. Protecting sharks means protecting the health of our planet. They are guardians of the sea, not villains. My encounter reinforced our responsibility as stewards of nature. Oceans face threats from climate change, pollution and overfishing, problems we must address now. Seeing sharks up close turned conservation into a personal mission. Responsible travel supports local communities and conservation efforts. Living sharks are more valuable than dead ones, creating incentives for protection. Small actions, reducing plastic, choosing sustainable seafood, make a difference. Educate others and become an advocate for the oceans. The health of the oceans is our own health. They are our planet's life support system. Protecting sharks is an act of self-preservation for us all. Climbing out of the cage, I felt transformed, filled with awe and gratitude. Facing the great white replaced fear with respect and admiration. The experience connected me deeply to the natural world. True adventure lies just beyond our comfort zones. Facing the shark was a metaphor for facing any challenge. It takes preparation, respect and courage. The reward is wisdom and a new perspective on our place in the world. I'm grateful for the crew, the sharks and the wild places that still exist. We are part of nature, not separate from it. I hope this story inspires you to see wildlife with curiosity and respect. Let's keep the spirit of adventure alive and protect our incredible planet together.